Welcome to Valley Building Supply of Harrisonburg, formerly known as Valley Blocks. We've combined with the Valley Building Supply chain to offer a wider range of products and services to our customers. Visit our newly remodeled showroom to see the latest from Anderson. We also carry interior and exterior doors in a variety of styles and finishes, and custom hardwood flooring and moldings. We are your Shenandoah Valley masonry experts. Our expanded inventory now includes more tools and builder's hardware than ever before. Let Valley Building Supply show you how to create the home of your dreams from foundation to finish.
More history was made by the JMU football Dukes this past Saturday. 38-20, the victory over the Seawolves of Stony Brook. The Dukes are 5-0 for the first time in the program's history. Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Coach Everett Withers Show as we talk James Madison University Dukes football with the head coach of the Dukes, Everett Withers. And, Coach, first of all, going into last week's ball game, there were a lot of distractions around this team. The success of the previous week against SMU, all the weather that was going on, the flood here at the stadium, in fact. But I thought your team handled it very well going up against a very physical Stony Brook team.
Well, Kurt, I think they did also. I think they handled the adversity of not being able to practice outside for several days, and also the things that were going on with the ESPN being here and all the things that were happening with the previous week with SMU. So I thought our kids did a great job of being mature and handling preparation for the Stony Brook game.
This was a game that was played in basically a drizzle the entire time, blowing winds and everything. One of the keys, certainly, which has been an issue, is ball security.
Right.
You've overcome it, obviously, with the 5-0 start. But I was pretty amazed that the Dukes, they did drop it on the carpet a couple of times, came out without any turnovers.
Well, that was the key. The key was you couldn't turn the ball over in this weather. You had to maintain possessions, and we were able to do that. Actually, to be honest with you, I thought Stony Brook did a great job of protecting the ball also. So it was one of our objectives is to keep the ball and not turn it over and give it to them. And our guys did a good job. Even though we had a couple times that the ball was on the ground, we were able to recover it. And I thought our guys, paid extra attention to it this past week.
Rushing the football. It is something you want to do. The first quarter was pretty remarkable. 164 yards rushing in that first quarter.
Right.
That did include a 69-yard run, Coach. And if you include that, well, it was 11.7 yards per carry. You can even take that out. A very healthy 7.1 yards per carry.
Well, that was one of the keys to the game. We had to be able to stop the run versus this team and be able to run the football. This is Stony Brook's a very big physical football team, and we knew there was going to be some tough sledding in there at times to run the ball. I thought our offensive staff did a great job. I thought our offensive line, our running backs did a great job of running the football, and I think we would have had even more success if we had the penalties.
Right, the penalties, actually you overcame that in some regards, at least early. Really, that was the only thing that stopped the Dukes in the first quarter in particular were the penalties.
Well, yeah, we had 7 penalties in total on offense that accounted for 144 yards. And I thought that was a big issue for us Saturday, that we kept stopping ourselves, self-inflicted wounds, as we say, and took points off the board. And we've got to figure out how to clean that up.
You know, when you don't have the routine of practice the way that you didn't last week, sometimes the edge can be taken off and you don't have the details that you need. And I think you spoke to that earlier this week.
Well, yeah, the word this week has been detail. And we wanted to go back to doing the little things right, stepping right, making sure we finish our blocks and doing the things at every position and in every unit that we needed to do, because we didn't do that last Saturday. And it showed in the second half for us.
Also with the weather, field position was going to be pretty critical. You got a couple of big plays there early that helped us set the tempo as well. The partially blocked punt by Charles Tutt, that set up a good short field. And then the interception by Taylor Reynolds, who got his hands on a lot of footballs, probably more than when he was a quarterback for the Dukes a number of years ago.
Yeah, the block punt was critical for us. We felt like we had some things in our kicking game that we could take advantage of in their kicking game, and we were able to do that. We didn't do all the things right, because we felt like we had a couple more chances to block punts, and we didn't. And then Taylor's interception gave us an opportunity to change the field a little bit for us and give us some short fields.
Coach, I know every time you simply want to score every time you got the football. There's no doubt about that. But there are certain teams that if you get up on them, you know you've got control of the ball game because they don't have that big strike ability. Once you took the 21-0 lead in the first quarter, was there ever a time in the game where you felt like you were not in control of that ball game?
Well, I don't think we didn't think we were in control. We just felt like we needed to score. Our emphasis on offense, I think we scored on 7 of the first 9 possessions. But we wanted to score touchdowns on all of them, and that's kind of our mindset, is especially in the field position ball game like that. You want to put 6 on the board instead of 3. I felt like it left room for them to make some runs in the second half. They had 2 drives, 2 long drives on us, and I felt like we just didn't put them away. And for us to be an elite team, we've got to be able to learn how to do that and put people away.
You took the 35-7 lead, scoring on that first drive of the second half. But then after that, 4 possessions, 2 of those ended up going 3 and out. And I think that's what you're alluding to.
Yeah, no
you
question.
did get a field goal out of the one, and then you killed the clock to end the game on the other.
Right. We just didn't get any kind of momentum in the second half on both sides of the football. We never really got going. Our defense couldn't get off the field for 2 drives. And offensively, we had the 2 3 and outs that we never want to have, because that puts our defense back on the field. We had the roughing the kicker, which was a bonehead play by our guy. So it really put us in a bind. And like I said, I don't think we played very well in the second half.
Coach Khalid finishes up with 114 yards rushing, his 8th touchdown rushing, and that leads the country in that category. Certainly the fans can look at their overall numbers, he and Cardon Johnson, but where you really praise these guys is their pass protection. For the 2nd consecutive week, no sacks. That's offensive linemen as well as your running backs. Yeah,
these guys are into protection just like our offensive line is. When we're in 6-man protection, they've got to do a good job of knowing where they're scanning, which side of the protection that they're in. And Coach Kerr and I think the running back group as a whole do a great job of understanding the protection schemes and knowing that that's a physical part of the ball game that they have to be involved in. They've done an unbelievable job.
Yeah, and 38-20 was the final. A couple of other things to look at. It ended up being Tyler Gray kicking in the first half.
Right.
We didn't see Ryan Maglio till the second.
Right.
Can you explain what went on there?
Well, we've got a policy at our place. If you don't practice on Wednesday, you don't start. You don't play. And Mags was ready to go, but we felt like Tyler had a decent week of practice, good week of practice, and we wanted to give him the opportunity. Now, granted, he had the elements, he had all the things that a lot of guys don't get their first chance to kick in. So he had 2 misses. We felt like in the second half we'd go with Ryan, and Ryan was successful in the second half.
And Ryan, he had an ailment earlier in the week,
Yep.
which thus is why he wasn't available to practice on Wednesday.
Right.
Coach, real quickly, your team awards.
Well, this week offensively, Khalid Abdul was the Offensive Player of the Week. Did a nice job in the run game, 17 carries for 114 yards. 95% of his yards were yak yards after contact, so he did a great job for us. Defensively, Taylor Reynolds, 1 interception, 9 tackles, 5 pass breakups, had a really solid game for us. And then in the kicking game, Gunnar Kane, who punted for a 40.3-yard average, 2 punts inside the 20, which was critical in the change of field position game for us.
Those are the team awards. And then Gage Steele was named the Defensive Player of the Week in the CA. The Dukes have 3 out of 5 thus far. I think that's pretty says quite a bit about the JMU defense. We'll come back and we'll take a look at some chalk talk with the Dukes assistant coaches right after this timeout on the Coach Everett Withers Show.
Harrisonburg Nissan's factory-authorized year-end clearance sale is going on now. Harrisonburg Nissan has all in-stock 2015 Nissans priced at or below factory invoice. And you keep the rebates. 0% financing on Nissan Altima, Rogue, Sentra. All invoices clearly posted. Savings up to and over $8,000. We're clearing out the 15s to make room for the 16s. Now's the best time to buy. Harrisonburg Nissan's factory-authorized year-end clearance sale. Going on now. Check us out 24/7. HarrisonburgNissan.com.
Office products, we buy right so you can too.
That's right. At Office Products, we do things right. With our multi-million-dollar inventory of new, used, and refurbished furniture, you're sure to find exactly what you're looking for. From desks to chairs, filing cabinets, and so much more.
All the major brands that you're looking for. Office Products, we buy right so you can too.
Office Products, we do things right.
Clear to zip. Break a little. That's good. Good job. Game on.
It's the Harrisonburg Nissan Valley Mall Mega Sale going on now. This Thursday through Sunday at the Valley Mall. Look for the tent. Best deals, best prices now. Harrisonburg Nissan's Valley Mall Mega Sale going on now. Hurry in.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Steve Cisa, defensive coordinator for the James Madison Dukes. Thank you guys for all your support this past Saturday against Stony Brook. Had a great turnout even though the weather was poor, and really excited about the result of the game. Today I want to talk a little bit about going a little different direction. We've shown you some really successful plays the last several weeks. I want to show you a play that Stony Brook actually got on us a little bit early in the game. We were able to make some adjustments and come back and fit the play up and have a really neat result. So as you guys kind of take a look at the screen, this is early in the second quarter. What you'll see is kind of a bunch formation by Stony Brook. They were a big play action team in the first half. So what you'll see in this play is you'll see the wideout go underneath the offensive line and really come out. Nobody's really covering him in this picture. And really the guy that's responsible for him is the linebacker. They gave us a little bit different look this week than we were anticipating. So early in the game, some of our guys were a little bit lost on who to track and follow. And so here they completed a pass early in the game for about 11 yards. Marcel Johnson makes a nice tackle to help kind of save the play. But immediately after this play, when we came to the sideline, we were able to get this play corrected for the next time it would show up in the game. And so here, as you can see, this is in the fourth quarter. We're in the exact same coverage. The formation is very similar. The only thing different is now you'll see the wideout is wider as opposed to it being a tight end, but the front side of the formation is exactly the same. And as I told you before, we're expecting the linebacker to take this guy all the way out the back door. And what you'll see is a really nice job of these guys adjusting. So the linebacker's taking the guy out the flat. You'll see the safety is winding back for what we call an over route. And then we're able to pull up the quarterback. Andrew Anker is able to beat his blocker and end up with a sack fumble for a minus yardage play. So again, this is some of the stuff that happens during the course of the game. Sometimes teams are going to have plays that they beat you with early. You got to get them adjusted, and our guys did a really nice job of transitioning from a mistake early in the game to a success later on. And so hopefully we'll have some more of the same. Got a really tough outfit in Towson coming up this week. They're going to try to run the football really well, and hopefully we'll be able to have another good showing. So hopefully see you guys up in Baltimore. Turn this thing over to Coach Elliott, our offensive coordinator, and again, go Dukes. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach Cisa. We want to thank all the JMU fans who came out on Saturday for our Stony Brook game, bared the bad weather, and showed up and cheered us on. The play I want to talk about today is what we call kind of our pump relief. We call our relief game our wide receiver screens off the run game. As you guys have probably seen us flip a lot of quick wide receiver screens out to Rashard and John and some of our slot receivers. So we've been throwing a bunch of these this year, and so we set it up. Coming off the ball, you can see Ish at the bottom of the screen right here. He's coming off, acting like he's stalking, going to block for the wide receiver for our slot. I think that's John Miller. So he sets it up, trying to influence the DBs to jump the route. All we got to do is stop their feet. And that's the whole key on this play here is we need the safety. Rewind it one more time. We knew we could beat the corner. Question was the safety going to stop his feet? And that's Vad's read right there. He stops his feet, relative speed. We're able to run by and scored a touchdown. It was great protection up front by the offensive line and the tight end. You can see here selling our base zone play here with the back going to the right, the line working to the right, and the tight end sealing the backside to try to get everybody's eyes sucked up on the run. And then Vad adds in his own little flair with a pump fake and delivers a nice strike right to Ish Hyman, who does a good job of keeping the ball away from his body and securing the touchdown.
Once again, thanks to Coach Elliott and Coach Cisa giving us a little chalk talk and educating us a little bit more about the Dukes of James Madison. We're going to take a time out. We'll be back in just a couple of moments here with the Coach Everett Withers Show.
Harrisonburg Nissan's factory authorized year-end clearance sale is going on now. Harrisonburg Nissan has all in-stock 2015 Nissans priced at or below factory invoice. And you keep the rebates. 0% financing on Nissan Altima, Rogue, Sentra. All invoices clearly posted. Savings up to and over $8,000. We're clearing out the 15s to make room for the 16s. Now's the best time to buy. Harrisonburg Nissan's factory authorized year-end clearance sale. Going on now. Check us out 24/7. HarrisonburgNissan.com.
Office products, we buy right so you can too.
That's right. At Office Products, we do things right. With our multi-million-dollar inventory of new, used, and refurbished furniture, you're sure to find exactly what you're looking for. From desks to chairs, filing cabinets, and so much more.
All the major brands that you're looking for. Office products, we buy right so you can too.
Office Products, we do things right.
Clear the zip. Break a little. That's good. Good job. Game on.
It's the Harrisonburg Nissan Valley Mall Mega Sale going on now. This Thursday through Sunday at the Valley Mall. Look for the tent. Best deals, best prices now. Harrisonburg Nissan's Valley Mall Mega Sale going on now. Hurry in.
Welcome to Valley Building Supply of Harrisonburg, formerly known as Valley Blocks. We've combined with the Valley Building Supply chain to offer a wider range of products and services to our customers. Visit our newly remodeled showroom to see the latest from Anderson. We also carry interior and exterior doors in a variety of styles and finishes, and custom hardwood flooring and moldings. We are your Shenandoah Valley masonry experts. Our expanded inventory now includes more tools and builder's hardware than ever before. Let Valley Building Supply show you how to create the home of your dreams from foundation to finish.
Well, today we have the opportunity to introduce to you Ashley Herndon of the JMU Women's Soccer Dukes from Ashburn, Virginia, and went there to Stonebridge High School. This weekend, you'll be playing in matches number 55 and 56 in your career. You've started every match since you've come to campus at James Madison. Did you ever believe that you'd play as many minutes and as many matches as you have thus far?
No, I did not picture this at all. Coming in, I just wanted to contribute any way I could, and it's amazing that I've been able to get this many minutes.
That many minutes, obviously you have to have consistent play. What do you attribute to your consistency as a JMU women's soccer player?
Just doing everything I can just to make something happen in the game, whether it's playing someone in or just working my hardest in every game.
Now this past weekend, you hit a milestone actually. You came up with your 20th goal and 20th assist. That occurred last Friday over Delaware. Ended up being a couple of game winners. In fact, this week, you're the player of the week in the CAA. Distributing the ball as well as scoring the goal. Just from that aspect, your style, are you looking for the score or looking to assist?
I'm just trying to win games. I mean, I'll do whatever it takes to do that. So whether I'm scoring or not, I just want to win.
Ashley, this past weekend at Delaware, you got the game winner, 3-2. You also scored the goal there in that game, also picked up an assist. You became the fourth player in JMU women's soccer history, Therese Walden, Julie Rule, and Kate Tysinger, with 20 career goals and 20 career assists. To what do you attribute the ability to kind of do both aspects?
I don't really know how it happens. I just like to find people, and when they score the goals, they make it easier on my part.
Are you familiar much at all with the history of women's soccer program here in 26 years? Do any of these names even ring a bell to you?
I don't know many of them. Some sound familiar, but I don't really know who they are.
Now, also, one of your teammates is a player that you know very well. That's Allie Bunner. We actually had Allie for an interview earlier this year. There's quite the chemistry between the two of you. Tell us a little bit about your history.
I grew up playing with Allie on club teams, and she was always one of my favorite people to play with. She always knows where to play the ball, where to get the ball, and seems to be finishing as many as I have this year, so it's amazing.
What kind of demands does Coach Dave Lombardo and his staff put on you, as obviously you're one of the more skilled players?
Pretty much just try to control the game, just try to get involved in every play and just make something happen.
He also went to a different formation this year to try to take advantage of your skills. How's that working out for you?
At the beginning of the season, he put me out wide so I could kind of go 1v1 more, but these last couple of games I've played center forward again, a little withdrawn center forward, so it's a little different.
Earlier in your career, I talked about how many matches you've started in. Pretty impressive record, 36, 17, and 1. That's pretty good for a soccer program. But yet, I'm sure there are other goals that you and the Dukes would like to reach this year.
Yeah, we're definitely looking to win the CA championship this year, and I think we're on the way to doing it.
What's been the real strength of this team thus far? Is you're off to a 9-4 start, first time since '05 that you've won your first 3 CAA matches.
I mean, there's not much different from the past years, but I mean, these freshmen that came in have been doing really well, and we've just been doing really well as a team.
You're up front there, obviously, but Ellen Forrest, the back line of defense, the goalkeeper, she had an excellent game this past weekend, particularly against Drexel. When you have that senior leadership back there, how much does that play into the comfort of your offense?
It's amazing. Having Ellen and Kelly as our captains, you couldn't ask for anything better. Ellen has been amazing. You can't ask for anything more than how she's been playing, and it just helps us play even better each game.
Now you're a junior, so you still have a year and a half plus to finish up your career. Academically, tell us a little bit about what you're planning, what you're studying, and where you may go from there.
I am currently studying sports tech management and a coaching minor as well this year. I don't really have any plans for after college yet, but hoping to play right after is my plans right now.
All right, well, hopefully you do, and best of luck. And Ashley, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Harrisonburg Nissan's factory-authorized year-end clearance sale is going on now. Harrisonburg Nissan has all in-stock 2015 Nissans priced at or below factory invoice. And you keep a rebate. 0% financing on Nissan Altima, Rogue, Sentra. All invoices clearly posted. Savings up to and over $8,000. We're clearing out the 15s to make room for the 16s. Now's the best time to buy. Harrisonburg Nissan's factory-authorized year-end clearance sale. Going on now. Check us out 24/7. HarrisonburgNissan.com.
Office products, we buy right so you can too.
That's right. At Office Products, we do things right. With our multi-million-dollar inventory of new, used, and refurbished furniture, you're sure to find exactly what you're looking for. From desks to chairs, filing cabinets, and so much more.
All the major brands that you're looking for. Office products, we buy right so you can too.
Office Products, we do things right.
Clear to zip. Break a little. That's good. Good job. Game on.
It's the Harrisonburg Nissan Valley Mall Mega Sale going on now. This Thursday through Sunday at the Valley Mall. Look for the tent. Best deals, best prices now. Harrisonburg Nissan's Valley Mall Mega Sale going on now. Hurry in.
Welcome back, everyone. We have Coach Withers again on the set with us here to talk about the next opponent, the Towson Tigers. Last week, we had the keys to the game. They'll be more magnified this week when you go on the road.
yeah, anytime we go on the road, take care of the football is going to be really important. We got to protect and cherish the football. We got to be able to run the football and stop the run. This will be a big physical football team, just like last week's Stony Brook team. Towson will be the same way.
Darius Victor is their key offensive player, 5'8", 227, bowling ball description.
Yeah, tough runner, tough inside runner, does a great job in pass protection. So again, another physical type of run offense that we're going to have to get ready for.
He has a low center of gravity. Does that change tackling tactics, techniques, anything?
No, I don't think so. It just makes you more focused on getting your arms around a big guy like that, and more guys have to get to the point of attack with him to get him down.
Connor Frazier's their quarterback. Now, a couple of weeks ago in a 17-13 loss at Elon, he rushed for 132 yards. That's actually a Towson quarterback rushing record. I didn't know he had that ability, so you got basically two threats out there out of the backfield.
No question. He's a talented runner. They're scheming runs for him now. So a little bit like our offense, they have some quarterback runs that are intentional. And he does a good job. He's a good athlete that can move with his feet, and he also can hurt you with his arm.
They also are very explosive. I think they have 26 plays in only 4 games of 20 yards or more. Maybe one of the most explosive teams you'll face this year.
Yeah, no question. Again, it all starts with the run game. The run game forces you to give them room in the pass game so they're able to get some deep passes down the field.
You're going to see a 3-4 alignment. Number 2 against the rush. They only allow 106 yards a game.
Yeah, tough defense again. So a little bit like we had last week.
All right, Coach. Best of luck this week against the Tigers. Tigers and the Dukes at Johnny Unitas Stadium, 3 o'clock on Saturday. For head coach Everett Withers, I'm Kurt Dudley. Thank you for joining us this week on the Everett Withers Show.
Harrisonburg Nissan's factory-authorized year-end clearance sale is going on now. Harrisonburg Nissan has all in-stock 2015 Nissans priced at or below factory invoice. And you keep a rebate. 0% financing on Nissan Altima, Rogue, Sentra. All invoices clearly posted. Savings up to and over $8,000. We're clearing out the 15s to make room for the 16s. Now's the best time to buy. Harrisonburg Nissan's factory-authorized year-end clearance sale. Going on now. Check us out 24/7. HarrisonburgNissan.com.
Products, we buy right so you can too.
That's right. At Office Products, we do things right. With our multi-million-dollar inventory of new, used, and refurbished furniture, you're sure to find exactly what you're looking for. From desks to chairs, filing cabinets, and so much more.
All the major brands that you're looking for. Office Products, we buy right so you can too.
Office Products, we do things right.
Clear to zip. Break a little. Good job. Game on.